This is Fast Twitch, a new energy drink from Gatorade. 200 milligrams of caffeine.
I'm getting ready, y'all.
Child is slowly taken, and the violence causes silence. Who are we mistaken? But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their drones. In your head, they are crying. What's in your head? Heart is taking over. When the violence causes silence, we must be mistaken. It's the same old thing in 2018. In your head, they're still fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their guns and their drones. In your head, they are dying. What's in your head? In your head, stop it. What's in your head? In your head, stop It's the same old thing in 2018. In your head, they are dying. What's in your head? In your head, stop it. What's in your head? In your head, stop
Well, hello, everyone. Down Easter. Go Up on Mama Tia is waiting for you on panel. Scared to go on panel? Question mark. Hell no, I'm not scared. Trust me, I'm not scared. But I am not giving them the benefit of the doubt to control a narrative that they have absolutely no idea about. So if they want to talk, they can bring their asses over here because I got something for Ernie as well. Hey, yeah. I love the song too. Hello, Mama, too. Hello, Leslie. Thank you, Leslie. Yes. Hello, everyone coming in. I am coming up on my own channel so it doesn't bog down the Stance channel. Um, I'm not about drama. I am not about drama. I don't like drama. Jimbo is not bringing me no drama. But this Mama T, I don't know who this woman is or why she feels the need that to talk about me and put information out there that has no relevancy, but yet she says, don't judge a book by its cover. If this woman knew my story, let me tell you, she'd be in a corner in a fetal position, sucking on her thumb and saying, how the hell could anybody survive what I survived? So, you want transparency? You're going to get transparency. Hello, howdy, Leslie. Howdy. And Alexa, if you can't be nice, you can find your way on out the door. I do have mods in here. They know what to do. They know I don't deal with drama. I do not deal with negativity. I'm coming up here. I'm going to say my piece. Okay, so my mods know what need to be done. I am a peaceful channel. Peace. I bring peace. I bring love. I bring light. I encourage and I uplift. And that is my plan for little Miss Mama T over there. When she hears my story, I shouldn't have to come up here to tell my story in defense. But how am I supposed to go up on her panel if she blocked me? You know, I'm already blocked over there because I'm laughing at Ernie and his crap. So I had already got blocked. I wasn't even in there for 5 minutes. So let me start from the beginning, 1992. Yeah? Well, first off, let me make it very clear. I wasn't on Jimbo's panel last night. Jimbo and Kemper did all the talking last night. I didn't say anything last night. I was actually in bed. I was in chat for a while, and then I went to bed and fell asleep halfway through the letter that he was reading, and woke up this morning and listened to the rest of the letter about being busted. No, thank you, couponing, Wadonna. No, she ain't gonna use me for content. She's gonna be put in her place right here. It might take a minute, but it will be quick. Same goes for Mr. Ernie Shell, the wanted felon out of 2 states now. Amen, curiosity. Amen. So, in 1992, I was 20 years old, being young, dumb, and stupid. Now, I do know a little bit about her past, and she don't like that throwed up, at her. Thank you, Fluffy. She don't like that throwed up out there at her that she didn't do it, her sisters didn't do it, or her dad or the boyfriend or whatever. Look, I don't care about your past. You claim that you help victims. Victims do not blame victims. And I am not a victim blamer. Okay? If you are a victim of what you have been through, why are you condoning the behavior? You cannot help a victim when you're condoning that type of behavior already. You're victim blaming. You're not victim helping. That I've got to hit that point real quick. No, she's not. What did I see? The stand is all scammers. Down Easter Alexa. Somebody can remove her. If any of my mods are in here, just go ahead. If not, I will go over here right quick because this was real quick. I don't even know if any of my mods got in. Give me a second. So I need to turn that off. All right, it's off. Give me a second so I can go in here and I will just block her myself. And told her to behave and she can't behave. So volume. Uh, Down Easter. Uh, it's hide user on this channel. There you go, Down Easter. Now, you want to keep trying. Yeah, Ernie is sitting out there criticizing anyone about raising money. It's hilarious. Shall we list all of his bogus products he collected in the last 2 years? Poor Ernie. Yeah, they're not in right now. That's all right. I'll take care of it. Actually, Mamita, couponing. Let me go ahead and mod a couple of you up while you're here. Because I see you guys in the Discord. There's that. Mamita, I see you over there too. Because my other ones aren't in right now. That is moderator. Fluffy is over there as well in the Discord, correct? And Leslie. Then when Jimbo and Kemper come over, I will go ahead and I'll mod them as well too. All right, I think I got plenty of mods for this here. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, did I get enough? Did I do Chasing Justice? I know Chasing Justice has been around for a long time. Okay. No, that's fine, Fluffy. It's all right. I told Jimbo the other day it's probably going to happen. But I'm going to come up here and I'm going to defend myself. All right, Chasing Justice. Let me go ahead and I don't want to do that. I want to make you a mod because I know you're around a lot. Now, if you guys are scared of what I do, because I do a lot of paranormal, and you don't want a mod whenever I'm doing my paranormal, that is perfectly fine. You don't have to. I cannot find you. Where is Jason? I cannot see your. There you go. All right. In the stand. Let me go ahead and get him as well. Okay. And I saw the stand in here. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do, Jimbo, is to show how he got started. And then it has exploded into everything. Okay. Hey, hello, the den. All right. Hello, everybody coming in. Sorry, I just had to mod up a few of my other mods. They're not in right now. So look, if I have you modded up and you're not into paranormal or you're not into anything ghostly whenever I go live on my channel or whenever I'm doing something live on my channel, if you're scared of spirits or you're scared of anything else, no need for you to mod. That's perfectly fine. I just ask that you respect, the other people that may be modding at the time. It's whether you believe or whether you don't believe. That's fine. Who knows? I might turn a skeptic into a believer. Anyways, let me get back on track now. Now, I shouldn't have to come up to defend myself and talk about my past. But let's do it. I mean, I'm not afraid of my past. It's transparency. It's out there. It's in the public. I talked with Jimbo about it, because Miss Mama T was throwing all the stuff around yesterday, not even having an ounce of an idea of who I am, what I'm about, what I do, nothing, absolutely nothing. So, my first charge, yes, I do have a charge of aggravated child abuse. I believe it's the first degree. It's only one charge. It was back in 1992. I was 20 years old. I was born in 1972. So 1992 makes me 20. I'm young, dumb, and stupid. I got with a man that was a monster, a complete monster. He was bad, and there was a lot of beatings. There was a lot of I'm worthless, I'm dirt, I'm no good. And got pregnant, and being beat up in the middle of the freeway. Nobody helping. There are just so many beatings that I went through, pregnant, unpregnant, and, the kids as well. Um, so my son was 3 months old and he had colic. And I knew that I had to keep this baby quiet because one, my ex-husband, my first ex, a raging alcoholic, and two, he is a monster. So let her stream me because I'm just going to go and strike her whenever I'm done anyway for harassment, bullying, and what she's doing and putting me out there like that. Because Ernie has put my dog's my full name. So there came a day when he was 3 months old and he was crying a lot, and my ex-husband came home. Dinner wasn't done. Things were not done in the house because I'm dealing with a 3-month-old child and I have to keep the baby quiet. The time I couldn't keep him quiet, so he got ripped out of my hands. He got hit on the head he was being held by his foot upside down. Like hitting his head on the floor, not hard, but like hitting his head on the floor. And I had taken a Bible that I had laying on the thing and I threw it at him and told him because he looked at me and he said, "You love him more than you love me." And that's whenever he started doing what he was doing to him. That was my son, my baby. So I picked up a book and I pegged him in the head and turned around and he punched me dead in my face where I passed out. I broke my nose. And I was laying on the ground. And I found my baby because he was whimpering, laying over a sofa arm. My ex had taken off and left us there. Whenever I came to, I saw his head and it was like part of it was smashed in. And I grabbed him and put him on my chest and drove him to the hospital. I had a broken nose. There was blood all over me. There was blood all over him. I remember one of his eyes was really red. But he was breathing. And I got to the hospital. I was still in the car, and the security guard saw me. And he just grabbed the baby. And the other one, they grabbed me, and they could tell that something had happened. They grabbed the baby, and they rushed him. Who is this jumbo pedo clown? If somebody can go ahead and take care of him. Because I don't need to have my attention taken away right now. They gave him an 80-20% chance of living that night. And I told the detective, I still remember the detective's name, everything. I didn't know what to tell the detective. I mean, I was looking at my baby that was going to die. All I hear is just the heartbeat. The heart monitors just going off and off. And they gave me a break, and I went home. And he was home. Of course, I got beat up again whenever I got home, and he had told me, because I went home to get a shower and get a change of clothes, and I told him that he needs to go up there and see him, because if he doesn't, he may not make it, because he might have killed him. And he told me, he says, if you tell them that I did this, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill the baby in your stomach, and I'm going to go to the hospital, and I'm going to kill him. When you're that afraid of somebody, you believe them. You believe them. And you're willing to lie. You're willing to do whatever it takes to save your children. Now, might I add, I was 3 months pregnant. My son was 3 months old. Do you want me to tell you what type of monster I had for an ex-husband? He was that type of monster. The day I came home with a brand new baby, I got beat up and I got raped. Because I wasn't home making dinner. So that's where I have a baby that's from rape. Guess what? Mama T, I raised that baby. It wasn't taken from me because he was a rape baby. I raised him. I cleaned myself up, and I went back to meet with the detectives in the hospital where my son was at. I know, yeah. This is painful because it's been 30 years. I live it every day. I beat myself up every day over it. I wished I was as strong back then as I am now. But I was young, dumb, and stupid. And scared for my life. I cleaned up and I went to the hospital and I met with a detective. We sat there in my son's room with his heart monitor beeping. He was going to live. He made it through the woods. He was going to live. And at that moment, I made a choice. Either I can tell him the truth and tell him that my ex-husband did it, or I can lie. I lied. I lied. Because I was so scared. I lied. I made up this grandiose story that mixed in with everything at the house. I let the detective put words in my mouth to make everything just as beautiful as it could be. 2 hours later, they had me in handcuffs, and I walked out of there with a charge of aggravated felony child abuse. I did my time. I only received probation. I fought the courts. My son went down to my parents' house. I had visitation with him. Um, in the meanwhile, I was pregnant with another one. When he was born, he went down to grandma and grandpa's house, and he was there for about 9 months. That took a total of 18 months. No, it was 3 and 18 months. So it was about a total of 15 months fighting the state. I did everything that they asked me to do, psychological testing, all the testing, anger abuse classes, everything. Everything. I did it all and passed every one of them with flying colors. CPS was in the home. I passed everything with flying colors. They brought my children home. I could have left, but I stayed. And I stayed for 7 years. And there are stories in that 7 years that I can tell you that you wouldn't even believe if I did. But they're my stories that I had went through. I almost died, but nobody really cares about that over there on that panel. I've had guns put in my face. I had those 2 boys that I brought home. They were kidnapped, taken over to another country. 7 years. 7 hard, long years. I looked for these babies. In the meanwhile, yes, I did remarry. And I had 2 other children. But I never stopped looking for my boys, and that day came. Could somebody please remove that dirty thing that's up there on panel, please? Something on his neck. Thank you, Mommy Alicia. It's hard. It's hard. It's a story that has made me who I am today. It's the things that I had to go through in life to become a better person, a better parent. And I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Thank you. I make mistakes, and I will continue to make mistakes even at my age. I'm 51. I will continue to make the mistakes, but all I can do is be a better version today than what I was yesterday and be better tomorrow. Thank you, giving payback. So that's why I got my charge. My second charge, it's very delicate. It's aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to harm. See, without WO, because there was no intent to harm anybody. The baby is fine. He's 30 years old and he's got my back. I raised him. I did not hurt him at all. And he knows that I did not hurt him. He knows that it was his father. And my parents, for a long time thought that it was him. And then they realized that no. Or they thought that it was me. And me and my parents, we had a hard time. We banged heads for a while. But then they finally realized the type of monster that I was really married to, who was a monster. And he is still a monster. And I still have not forgiven him. And I will not forgive him. My second one, I didn't cut nobody. I've never cut anybody. That was said yesterday that I cut somebody. No, I never cut anybody. Yeah, he enjoys the torture. Um, but I'm a transparent person. I've always told my story. I don't have anything to hide with my story because my story helps others. Sorry. Like, didn't I? My second one is in 2011. Back in 2005, one of the kids that I brought back home over from Mexico, um, over here in the United States, they call him damaged goods because he was exposed. No, it was never on any news outlets. It was so graphic and so bad. I did tell my story to a news reporter, but they didn't run it. He came over and he's like, he didn't run it. I mean, he was literally in tears writing down some of the stuff. What the boys had went through over in Mexico was really bad. It was bad, and I couldn't find them. And I did get a private detective, and it ended up being two angels that are from that part of the country in Mexico, where he was from, which are now my godparents to one of my children. Well, she's not going to get no cash apps off me. She's not going to get no drama off me. She's going to get the flat, raw truth from me. In 2005, there is probably a news story on that one. There is a news story on that one in 2005. But 2011, there is no news story on that one. The boys went through hell over in Mexico. The dad didn't care, and I'm over here looking, and he wouldn't tell me where they were at, and I really had to stay away from him because he was out to kill me. And all his friends, like if I would try to get information about my children from the friends, I'm not just now telling it, I've always told it beach blanket. And hello, Kevin from Texas. These boys were taught how to kill animals because over there they kill goats and they kill cows. Kids were living out of the garbage. They were panhandling. They were stealing. They were doing a lot. Plus, they were taking care of their grandma, which was in her 90s. So one of the boys, he's hard-headed, and he was doing what he wanted to do, and he became a victim of some trafficking over there. And they had caught him, and when they had found him, I was actually in the hospital with my son that was deceased. The American Embassy did get in touch with me finally that they found my boys because he was put into the system over there. I happened to be in the hospital with my son that's now deceased because he had a very hard beginning at life. He was a failure to thrive child. And I remember sitting in this hospital room, and I got the phone call from the American Embassy, proof to me that you're their mother because you're an American. Send me all their paperwork, send me social, send me birth certificates. Why? And I told them exactly what had happened. I've been looking for them for 7 years. I didn't know where they were at. And they told me I have 24 hours to get down to Mexico. I tried to get help from the police here, but because, quote, it was considered a parental kidnapping, and I'm the one that had the charge, that they wouldn't help me. So one of the people that were helping me, her sister, her husband worked for the FBI over in Mexico. And they were able to sort of meet me when I landed within that 24 hours. They picked me up. They had me in the truck, a police truck. They carried me around. They did everything they needed to do. I signed paperwork, and within 24 hours, I brought my children home in 2003. September 3rd, 2003, I brought them home. All these children did was speak Spanish. One was calm. The other one was a wildfire. He did what he wanted to do. He was pretty messed up. He was, as soon as they were home, they were put into therapy. And I was told that he can never get his survival mode to turn off. He was living his life through like a survivor mode. So, I mean, I did everything I could do for him. In 2005, I walked in on him R-ing a sibling. And life changed. My life changed. Everything changed that day because my skeletons in my closets came crumbling out that same time. I put him outside, and I took my son, the one that is now passed. I took him, and I told him in sign language because he didn't talk and he was mute at the time. I told him in sign language that this was not his fault. And they brought in a ASL cop, and they talked with my son. He was just 4.5, 5 years old, and they used sign language with him. And that one child got charged with 21 counts of lewd and lascivious on a minor child. I had him removed from my home because I could not see putting the victims with the perpetrator. Even with alarms, I went through, it's called RAIN. I went through RAIN. I worked with the DAs. I put my hands out and said, arrest me. But no, you're not going to put him. It's all right. It's my truth. Let them talk what they want to talk. Because I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They want to twist. That's what they're going to do. I love RAIN. They are amazing. And it got to the point that I actually volunteered for quite some time with a crisis center with incest and rape victims. I volunteered with them for quite some time, quite a few years, and that became healing to me as well with my story, because I am also a victim of rape. 3 was my first time, and that was by my babysitter. There was no baby that was stabbed. My son was not stabbed. He's full of himself. I So in 2005, see, I'm getting sidetracked reading the chat. So in 2005, I went through all of that. I had him removed from the home. I had him put into a facility. I still had control over him, but he was removed. Thank you, Chase and Justice. Also, could you share? I think I have that in a banner. Hold on a minute. Let me put up trigger warning, and I do not have a banner. Shoot, it's gone. 211. Let me create a banner. Oh Lord, was it 1-800-96 abuse? Is child abuse in the sex line. 211 is the crisis line. 1-800-96 abuse. ABU abuse. 1-800-96 abuse. Let me take that out there. Let me see. Well, I'll just put trigger warning because it is sort of a trigger. 1-800-96 abuse is also. Thank you, Leslie. No, they're afraid of my truth, is what they're afraid of. Anyways, I got sidetracked. And beach blanket can go. I mean, you can remove them, block them, do what you got to do. If they're in there causing chaos, just remove them. Okay. So in 2005, we had that. There was a little bit of incest in the home. There was a lot of stuff that we had to go through as parents. Me and my ex-husband, my second ex-husband, we did everything, but the child kept overgoing boundaries and everything else. And I just could not see victims being healed while the perpetrator was in there. And so I had to make that decision. And so in 2010, I fought the state of Florida. I fought them hard. I won. And 2010, he was getting ready to age out. And they threatened me. They're like, well, if you don't take him back in your home, and now I've got a 2-year-old little girl in my home, because I was pregnant with a baby at the time. They said that, so it's 2007, 2009, excuse me. It was 2009. They said that if I don't take him in my home, I'll be arrested for abandonment. So I put my hands out and said, arrest me. I'm not going to put him here in this home. Now that there is a 2-year-old little girl here too, not happening. That's whenever Warren Ellie, he has now retired. He was a great reporter. Moved these big mountains that needed to be moved, and we got the head touch with the child abuse council, which was Mr. Bob Butterworth or Butterbean, something like that at the time. And he made a statement on TV that this mother is not going to be arrested. And they came out, but they would not put the handcuffs on me because I put my hands out and said, arrest me. I'm not bringing them in my home. So he was put into a group home. Um, and then eventually a cop did adopt him. Well, didn't adopt, but fostered him. And the cop was having a hell of a time. And he's with a cop. And the cop is having a hell of a time as well with him. So I think I made that right decision. And so fast forward a little bit in 2011. Getting him back. Oh, last night. Okay. Yeah, he's trying to deflect, and that's all right. He said I was up on panel last night. I don't know if you've got a double of me or what, but apparently y'all's got a double of me somewhere because they said I was up on panel last night. I remember I was up the other night, but not last night. So 2011, um, the oldest one was after all the hard work that I had went through with the children, teaching them their no spots, teaching them how to heal, all this other stuff that we had to do. Um, he decided because he was at that age to show these kids some pornographic images. And my little girl was now exposed to some stuff that she should not have been exposed to. She was 3. I lost my shit. And when I found out about it, because I was already in the system when I found out about it, I grabbed a tomato knife, the white porcelain knives, the ones that don't cut skin. I grabbed one of those. I went outside. I lost my mind. I was a wild banshee on the loose with a white knife in my hand. And I was out to put the fear of God into my child. And that's exactly what I did. I put the fear of God in that child. The fear of God. He feared so much that, yeah. And I was standing on the street, didn't get close to him or anything. He didn't want me arrested, but he knew I meant some business. And I did. I got arrested because I knew I committed a crime. And my poor kids, they were my littler ones, they were 3, 7, and 9 at the time, and they seriously thought that I had got lost in Walmart overnight. It's a running joke inside the house now because I told the kids that I was just lost in Walmart. Didn't tell them I was in jail. But I got charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Didn't hurt nobody, but I went to put the fear of God in somebody because my babies were messed with yet again. That's where I've got my 2 felony charges from. That's where they are from. And if you are a parent and you're faced with this, not once, but twice, what are you going to do? Did I make the right decision? No, I didn't make the right decision. Did I pay my time for the decision I made? I did pay my time for the decision that I made. That's why I wear my badge as a felon loud and proud on my chest. Because, excuse my French, but if you fuck with my children, I will cut you. No, it's simple like that. And saying that I'm going to cut a bitch, guess what that means? It's just a saying. It's a saying. It means Mama Bear's about to pull her claws out and you're going to wish you didn't mess with a Mama Bear. You see, I protect my children. And when I see that my children are in danger or they are not being protected, I'm telling you, I come in fierce and vile. My kids are my everything. So those are my charges. Do you care now, Mama T, or is it just like wind for you? Because that's my story. You are telling a completely different story, but the truth is what I just said. And what I've been through. Thank you, Trixie. Please don't get into an accident. And that's only 2 pieces of this long ass story that I have that I can tell you. Ernie, Ernest, Max Shell. You listening over there, buddy boo? You listening? Look, I walked away from your tail silently. Those two people, one was a veteran with the Army, the elderly. You talk about how it brought me in. Thank you, Fluffy, for putting all of that up there. Um, I actually just sent the first text to Jimbo last night. First time that I had any contact with you, these elderly people. Yeah, they recommended me to you, but you had made this promise that you have all these ops that work for you and that they're going to come in with detectives and they're going to come in with, what is that called? It's not special ops. They're higher than cops, higher than FBI, not Marines. Oh, Lord, have mercy. But you said you have those special forces, something like that. Yeah, special forces. Nah, he he can get all he wants to, but we know he's a piece of shit father because he didn't raise his child, never paid child support to his child, and he's a wanted man. He says that he is not wanted, but he's wanted in 2 different states. All Ernie does is lie, lie, lie. That's all he does. No, the truth hurts. Truth hurts. Marshals, thank you. Yes. He said that he had marshals, people that were marshals, that he would be bringing, that he was going to be bringing cops and the marshals, U.S. marshals with him. They went to this elderly people's house. Okay. This elderly people handed them the folder that, yes, I was using the spirit box. And a lot of people were watching at the time, the spirit box, and it had given out Bulls Gap and it had given out Speedway. So that's why we searched there. We did a lot of scouting that place. We got in touch with the owner of the place. We let them know what was going on. Everything was pointing there. And if it was all right to check, he gave us the okay. Now, I happened to be on a live feed with one of them. They had actually had me mobile live because I'm down in Florida. So I was actually on a mobile live. That's the first time I ever met Ernie through a mobile live. I did talk with him probably like a day or two prior before they went out there and did what they did that day. Made a complete shit show out there. He told me he knew how to do the bagging. He told me everything. After he got everything, he called them and asked, where did he send them to? Now, you're telling us this is people who you work for, who you have trained, and you're asking them what to do with all of that stuff? We're like, well, shouldn't you turn it over to the TBI or the U.S. Marshal, who you said you was going to turn it into and have it tested because you, quote, had connections to have all of that stuff tested for DNA? But it was already cross-contaminated because I made it very clear on that live stream you should have brown paper bags. But nobody listened to me because all you had was plastic bags. And they were your plastic bags that you brought, not what the elderly people brought. I think he was wearing gloves. I believe he did put gloves on. I think there was a shirt tag off somebody's shirt that they probably ripped off on a kid. I think he did pick that up without it, but he used a piece of plastic to pick that up. We walked away from you after you made that shit show, Ernie. We walked away from you. We didn't really want anything to do with you at the time. We were dropping you like a hot potato because of the embarrassment you caused us. There were 4 of my people that were there that day, and I was not there physically, but I was there on a live remote. I wasn't running the spirit box, but they were running the spirit box, not me. And it was a completely different spirit box than what I use. I pay for mine. It's an SB7. It's a very good spirit box. And now I use another one that has been very good. I also pay for. I use that to help others be able to hear things that I can hear with a naked ear that you cannot hear. That's called being gifted. And I use that spirit box to help others be able to hear as well. That's why I use it. All that information that I gave you came from my head. The triangle, some of the the writings, the evidence that I had and found, all of that came from my head. There were no toys. Somebody please remove her. I made no money off of Summer Wells. I made not a dime, not one dime. Actually, I actually gave money. Miss Nicolina 777. I sure did. I was actually one of the first ones that did a spirit box session, and the money I collected, I made it very clear that the people knew where it was going. First time I collected was $100. Guess where it went? It went to Don and Candace Wells. That's where it went. Then the second time I did a spirit box session, I collected $100. Guess where it went? It went to Dave Radar with, I forgot what they did, but Equisearch. They were with Equisearch. I'm so glad you feel that I'm a fraud, Mean Girl 777, Nicolina 777. I'm glad you know me, but I never made a penny off of Summer Wells. Only thing I ever made off of Summer Wells was a baby doll somebody made for me of Summer. That's it. Yes, Equisearch. The Aunt Melanie empty scooter. You're an asshole. But I already talked to Jimbo last night. But you're an asshole. You can go too. That's fine, Daisy Joe. You can find me on Facebook. Hell, Ernie's already did my name. Oh my goodness. We got so many people in here today that are just so nice. I don't want to hit the wrong one. Such nice people. I've never even been trolled. I'm being trolled today now. Anybody else? Just block them. Hello, Rosebud. So now I'm completely off track. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, so that's all the money I ever raised. I actually raised money, and the money that I raised, I gave it out. So no, I never got a dime off of Summer, and I never will get a dime off of Summer because I don't plan on exploiting a child. I plan on trying to find this child. But I had to take a very long break because I ended up burying one of my own children in 2021. So I had to take a long break from that. But I am back. And I plan on still looking for this baby. And we'll continue to look for her because there will be no rest until we find her. But Ernie, my dear friend Ernie, as soon as I dropped you, all of a sudden, you, Xander, and Tina are totally busting me because the Shay person or something had came up. The Shay person or whoever had came up and was totally ratting you out about what you did at the racetrack. I've got the email as well that came from the racetrack, what this person had said. Hello, Silent Troll. What the person from the racetrack had said, and we spoke with him on a personal level and let him know we had no idea that that is the way that you was going to act out there. We had no idea that you was live streaming what was going on out there that day. None at all. We had no idea. And when we found out what you did, we said, no, we're not doing this. And that's when everything sort of started falling apart. And we're like, I'm pulling out. I don't want to deal with them. This ain't right. There's something wrong here. And that's whenever your ass got dropped. Thank you, Mystery Sky. But I will continue to look for Summer. I will continue to use my spirit box. There's nothing wrong with it. You're scared of it because if I remember a couple of lives that you was with a girlfriend, you was using a spirit box and trying to connect. Uh-huh. So you really got a lot of room to talk, don't you? Because you also use that spirit box. It's called Necrophonic. Look it up. It's $10.99. It's one of the best boxes there is out there. Just have to know how to use it. So, Ernie, let's talk about your charges. If Jimbo is still in here, I'm sure he would love to come up, or Kemper, so we can talk about your charges. I don't really want you over here, and I don't want Mama T over here because I'm not going to let you guys control any narrative. None. I'm in control. I control the narrative. I control my life. Y'all don't control my life. You can talk all you want to. Yeah, I'm just a little person and I'm getting streamed. I feel so honored. So would anybody like to come up and tell their truth about Ernie? I can drop the link. There you go. Let me drop the link here. See what type of trolls come up. Hopefully I get good people. All right, Jimbo, no problem. I don't know how to put up a wall. I will just check them before I add them. They both are very useless. I'm sorry, Nicolina. I'm not putting you up here on my channel. Bye. I have you blocked. You don't belong up here. Bye-bye. Thank you, Dark to Light. I'm on my laptop. Yeah, Ernie is a big fugitive. I really do wish he'd be caught because he continues to hurt people. And the Mama T, she's gonna feel like a complete big dumbass whenever the truth hits her. The real hard truth. She's going to feel like a big dumbass. Especially victim blaming. Sorry, I don't know who you are, Juices Loose. I know the names. And that just don't sound right. Bye, boy. Anybody tell me who Juices Loose is? Oh, he's gone now. I know the names who I want to come up here. Under layout. Okay, I see new layout. Oh, cancel. Okay. I do? No, I don't. Bye. Oh, aren't you just so sweet? Goes to Peachy. I got your trash right here, ho. Bam. The juice is loose is skern. Oh, God. Oh, get it. Oh, I learned something new. See, I'm not really on YouTube that much. I usually just do it. That was earned under a fake name. Heard him on my computer that he was trying to come up. But he can't come up. Yeah, I'm not letting him up. He can go up on Jimbo's panel. I ain't got nothing to say to him. I mean, I've been done with him since 2021. I let the men take care of him because he don't need to be talking to me that way that he talks to women. Don't want to deal with him. You're okay. Well, shit. All right. Come on back, Ern. Come on back. Even if I got you blocked, you can still hit the link. Come on back and hit the link. I'll bring you up. I ain't scared of you. Can we drop the link again for you so you can find it? Juice is loose. Here you go. Yeah, it took us a couple of days. I admit I fell for the scam. Here you go, Juice is loose. Come on up, Ernie. What for you say that? He's just a little holler boy wannabe. Well, he is. He's nothing but a scam artist. I guess he's not coming back. Oh, her life is private because she heard I was going to strike her. And I am. I will strike her. Yeah, he does need to turn himself in, Mystery Skies. He needs to be turned in. Let me see. I got something for him right here. Ah, okay. Here we go, y'all. He did. Okay, here you go. Show me who you are. Show me your face. Okay, you're on.
Well, I got a question to ask you.
Go for it.
You said that you didn't do nothing to your child, right?
Exactly. I did nothing to my children.
Your children, okay. Then why did you get aggravated assault?
Did you not listen to the story?
No,
I'm
I
not
want
going
to know what aggravated assault means. You had to severely injure someone. You would have got attempted aggravated assault.
Child abuse, first degree, aggravated.
Well, then what's aggravated assault with a deadly weapon?
That is in 2011. That's my second one.
That was a repeat offense, wasn't it? Didn't they give you a repeat offense?
Nope.
What did you do then?
I already talked about it.
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Didn't hear it. I must have missed it.
Without intent. Can I ask you, why are you running, Ernie? Why won't you turn yourself in?
What are you talking about?
Because you're wanted in Kentucky and you're wanted in New York. Why don't you just turn yourself in and get it over with?
Wow, Dusty. What did you lie for? Why did you come up on panel and lie at Jimbo's for?
I never lied at Jimbo's. I actually sent him the proof last night.
You lied. Oh, you sent him the truth last night. I thought it was the other day. You need to make up your mind.
Because it was said that Benny and Cher are the ones that brought you in, and it was actually I and my team that brought you in.
You always say I and your team. I didn't know nothing about you until we got there to the racetrack, and then your name was brought up.
Actually, you're wrong.
Actually, I'm not.
Because I was there the whole time talking with them. I actually was on a phone call with you as well because you called me.
Nope.
Hey, Ernie, why did you lie on the witness stand and say you never heard that before about the special response team waiting on John Paul?
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's always your answer when you don't know what to say, right? What are you talking about?
No, I'm just asking what you're talking about. When you selling your next bunch of drugs, Jimbo? James Foley helping you these days?
I don't know.
You know those people that's got you on camera, right? You and him meeting up.
Really? In Tennessee? Or is that in Kentucky or Ohio? Or
I don't know, but I'm just wondering. I mean, Mama T brought his picture out there. I didn't even know that was going on, man.
She brought his picture out there. You mean that
Yeah,
picture?
she said somebody in East Bernstadt. She said somebody in East Bernstadt who gave it to her.
Oh, really?
So I guess it's people knows about you and your mixed martial art days and stuff like that. Because I mean, you need to look into that, man.
I guess.
I try to keep cool, man. You know what I'm saying?
Try to keep cool when you're breaking the law and running from the law.
I'm not breaking the law. What you doing this shit? What are you talking about? I'm not breaking the law at all. No.
You're not wanted?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you just a liar, ain't you, Ernie?
You know what, Jimbo? You're just a drug dealer. You're just a drug dealer.
Why did you go back to Ronnie King's house?
I never went to Ronnie King's house ever.
Oh, really?
Never. Didn't even know him.
You said at McDonald's. You said I didn't go back there.
Never did.
That's what you said at McDonald's.
I never even knowed him.
Oh, you never even knowed him.
Never knew him. Never knew him.
Not what you said on the phone with Amber.
Never met him. Never met him before.
Not what you said on the phone with Amber. You know we went over that recorded call between you and Amber.
Jimbo, that's all you got. That's the only content you got. You ain't got nothing else, dude. You're a short little toad with a hat that's growing over your head, and you're disintegrating. You're disintegrating in front of everybody. You need to go get checked.
I'm discriminating.
You're disintegrating. You're disintegrating in front of everybody. You need to go get checked. You need to go get that shit checked out.
You mean losing weight?
What about that thing in your head, Jimbo? That metal piece that's in your head. Tell us about that. Is that another one of your grifts you're going to be using?
I don't know. Is it? Have I made any money? Have I made any money off of it, Skern Dog?
I don't know. You ain't brought it up yet. You got mad as hell.
Money on it,
you actually said fuck you when I brought it up because I said it.
What about when you said you had when you was on dialysis, but now you're not on dialysis no more and you're running?
I'm not on dialysis no more. I was on dialysis.
Go.
I was on dialysis. Don't you think somebody can get off dialysis? Answer that question. Answer that question, bitch.
Which one? Which one, bitch?
Don't you think somebody can get off dialysis?
I believe they can, yeah. But let me ask you this, Ernie.
Okay, well, ask
at his funeral.
Oh my God! Why do you say all about me?
I just want to know why, Ernie. When you don't want to answer a question, you go with this. Oh my God, Jimbo, quit being.
Jimbo, why is it all about me? Have you got a heart on right now for me or something?
I know what you said last night in that video, in that call with Amber. You said your dad wouldn't want you around because of the $4,800.
I don't know what you're talking about. The thing about it is, Amber's full of shit on all that. I don't even know. You're bringing shit up that was like 10 years ago, dude. You expect me to remember it?
You, Ernie. It's you, bitch.
I don't hear my phone. I don't hear my voice nowhere in that. I just hear you reading out a bunch of shit, dude.
Yeah, you just hear. It was emotional discovery in the actual court.
You've been over it, Jim. I mean, what is your deal, dude? What is your deal?
Hey, Ernie, let me ask you something. When the tiger gets tased, does it flip over? Or does it holler? I can't sit down. Phil just had his wiener in my eyes. I can't sit down.
You don't make no sense, dude. I don't even know what you're fucking talking about. You make no sense.
Oh,
you're a fucking gimped imp, is what you are. You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. Why don't you just go look at the damn motion?
Look at the damn I don't want to look at the shit, dude. It ain't nothing to me. It ain't nothing to me. You're the one. Well, tell me about the makeup, Jimbo. Tell me again about that story. How you got makeup from him, or you had the jewelry. You had the jewelry or something, didn't you? Tell me about it.
Tell me about it. You the one knows it all. Let's hear it.
I don't know it all. You're the one that said it on your live.
I said it on my live.
Yeah.
I also went over you and the phone call.
Whoa. You said it on your live. Let me ask you a question about judo. What's the deal? Why did you cut the video off with judo last night when it was talking about sugar pie honey bun and what Kemper?
I cut no video off. I played the whole thing.
You lying motherfucker. You cut it off. You said that's the wrong video. It ain't it. And you cut it off.
Audio.
Go back and look. Go back and look at the audio. Go back and look at your live. You cut it up. You cut it off.
Cut shit up. I played the whole thing.
No, you didn't. You cut it off. You said, "Whoa, this ain't it. This is another one. I gotta get this other one."
It was another one, and I went and looked for the right one. The one that you want to know.
What happened to sugar pie honey bun?
You want to know what happened to sugar pie honey bun?
Yeah.
Ask her.
What happened to her? I'm asking you.
No, ask her.
I'm asking you.
I'm telling you to ask her.
I'll tell you what I heard.
Well, I
heard that Kemper done something to her. And then she came to you, and you said something about, we're gonna have Kemper, we're gonna toast Kemper's ass. We're just giving him a little bit of time or something like that. I don't know, dude. You need to tell me. Does Kemper know that you're planning against him?
Does he? I don't know. Kemper, do you know I'm planning against you?
I mean, that's just all I heard. I mean, what happened to Sugar Pie then, man?
You know it, Ernie. Tell it.
What happened to Sugar Pie, fat boy?
Say to her specifically. What did he do to her specifically?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
No, don't get that high-pitched shit on your voice. Let's hear it.
I'm asking you.
No,
it's your fucking channel, bro. If you ain't got no control of your channel, you don't need a channel, pal. You ought to know everything that goes on it. You don't know shit. You triggered.
What channels you own now? What number is it for you? 6?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways. What about Sugar Pie Honey Bun?
What about Sugar Pie Honey Bun, Ernie? You want to talk about it?
Was he right? Kemper, what happened? Get your ass up here, Kemper. I've been wanting to talk to you too. Bring your little
work, Ernie. You know something you don't know how to do.
There's links for Kemper.
Anyways,
I'm asking you, Ernie.
I'm just asking what happened to Sugar Pie. I don't know what you're talking about. It ain't my channel. I ain't over there with you bunch of bitches.
You act like it is. You act like you know it all. You're sitting there going, ask what happened. Just tell
I just wondered why half your damn people came over to my chat and saying apologies and shit and everything. They don't want nothing to do with you. You know the 100 that you kicked out of Discord, you throwed 100 out, right?
I've thrown 100 out of my Discord.
You said in your live you throwed about 100 people out of your Discord.
Holy shit, 100 of them.
You said it.
And we
you
still
said
got
it.
200. So that means we had at least 300 in the Discord that were paying.
I don't know. I have no idea, Jimbo, but you said it. You the one said it. Was that just a figure of speech like you used to do? Figure of speech?
Got Ernie.
You said the murder for hire the video was a lie, or the audio was a lie, right?
Did I say it was a lie?
You said it was a lie.
Did I say it was made up?
It was made up by you?
Yeah, it was made up by me. It was.
So you lied?
I lied to you and Chris Lewis. Yes, I did.
Why did you do that for?
Oh, God, no, Jimbo's a liar. Oh, God, he's a liar. Oh, God, he admitted lying.
Stay on the questions, fat boy. Why did you do that for?
Oh, you're going to call me fat boy.
Why did you do that for?
Fat boy, limp dick, huh?
Why did you do that for, Jimbo? If they're supposed to be your friends, if we were supposed to be your friend, if we were supposed to be your friends and everything, why'd you do that for?
I'm going to tell you. Will you shut your fucking mouth?
Oh, yeah, I'm shutting up.
Pussy to say anything to Chris. Chris was too big a pussy to say anything to you. You all kept wanting to be Billy Badass and say, Jimbo, you go tell him I said this. Jimbo, you go tell him I said that. And I was like, fuck it.
I think you're a liar, Jimbo. We was friends. What? I was friends. I didn't know what happened.
FBI.
I had never said. Anyways, I had never said nothing to Chris that was out of the way until I didn't know nothing about it.
You didn't?
No. So that shows you're a fat fucking liar, dude. You're a fucking liar.
I'm a fucking liar, but I got this.
You're a liar. You made up the whole. You act like you made up the whole thing. That ain't what you did, Jimbo. That ain't. Why did you? Let me ask you a question. If it was made up, why did you sign the affidavits? Because you did sign papers, fat boy.
What papers, fat boy?
You signed affidavits.
Which ones?
The ones that said you seen Chris give me $42,000.
$42,000. I said I signed an affidavit saying.
Did you sign any affidavits at all?
I did.
Then why? Then where did that come from? That's all a lie. Then I thought the murder for hire was all a lie.
Affidavits are real, son.
What was the affidavit you signed? And he gave you $3,000, right? Constance Sue says he didn't give you $3,000. You need to let her know.
Listen,
he didn't. He didn't give you $3,000. He didn't give you $3,000.
Did he?
You said he did.
Who'd I tell that to?
You said he gave it to you because you was evicted.
Who'd I tell that to?
Oh, I don't know. Who'd you tell to?
I don't know. You tell me. You know it all.
You said it in the thing. Was that a lie too?
I said it in what thing, Ernie? You don't have nothing, man. You just said
I have it all. I have it all. In the murder for hire audio, you said it. You said he gave you $3,000. Do I need to play it for you?
Yeah, play it for me. Let's hear it.
Do you really want to hear it?
Huh?
I said I got time. Let him play it.
Yeah, play it, Ernie. Play the whole 49 minutes up. Let's hear it.
I actually let Dusty play it because I've only on the second device.
I think what I'll do, I'm gonna call the agent right quick and let him hear it too, because he told me that you're full of shit and this has already been investigated and it's over. But you keep bringing it up like he's a liar. So let me.
I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring shit up. I just said I said that I never pressed it on you. He asked me if I wanted to press it.
He didn't ask you shit like that.
Because you lied about the motherfucking shit.
You're telling me the agent.
You lied about it.
You're telling me the agent CH.
What you gonna say his name? You gonna say his name? It's redacted from the video or the audio.
I'm telling you his initials. Just tell me is it true or not. Did he tell
Like I said, he asked me if I wanted to press it.
He asked you if he wanted to press it.
And I didn't press it because.
Because what?
Because what it would do.
What it would do to who?
Why did you run to
an FBI agent and then say, "Well, I don't want to press it"?
Because what you all was going to do, because the shit you assigned was against that FBI agent.
I didn't sign nothing against that FBI agent.
Well, you said that Chris had a dirty notary, and you could have signed, and you didn't sign that shit, but yet you lied.
Where'd I say that at?
You said it in the audio.
In the audio?
Everybody heard it.
Everybody heard it?
Everybody heard it.
Even the agent, right? Because that's who you took it to, right?
Hold on a minute. Let me open this up here.
Let me ask you something, Ernie. Did the agent hear it?
Yeah, let me open it up here.
Why did he come after me, Ernie?
Let me open it up here.
Why didn't he come after me, Ernie?
332. See. How can I find this shit here? Oh, So I'll have the whole 49-minute audio here soon, and I'm going to play it, and I'll invite you over that you listen to it.
We'll do a watch party and give them all the views to one person.
Well, why you? It's about clicks and views for you. It ain't about views. I care less about it.
I think you're a fucking joke. You're literally to run from the law because you're too big a coward to go face your charges. You know when they catch you, you're going to prison, right?
No, I'm not going to prison, Jimbo. I know what you got up your sleeve. You see, somebody's already told me.
What I got up my sleeve?
Yeah, what you said on the stand that you can't let out, and you're not going to let it out. What's going to happen?
What?
I know all about what you already done, Jimbo.
But I can't let it out. Do you even hear yourself?
You said that. You said that.
Hear yourself, moron?
You said that.
I said it on the stand, but I can't let it out.
Yeah, you said I can't even put this out on the stand. What we got waited ready for you. What was that about?
Where'd I say that at?
You said that in your live.
When?
You said it in your live last night.
Last night?
I think it was last night you said it.
No.
It's either last night or night before. But you said it. I want to know what it is. What did you do?
No.
Tell me about it, Jimbo. You can tell me. Come on. You can tell me, old buddy, old pal.
Ernie, why didn't Mac let you go to his funeral?
Do what? I went to the wake.
Why weren't you welcomed at his funeral?
I went to the wake.
Yeah, you weren't welcomed at his wake either. You showed up and pretended like you didn't see the message.
I didn't see the message. The message was wrote after the wake was over. It even says she forgot to tell me. She forgot to tell me.
It says something like that. But
so you need to clear your facts. If you start checking, if you start checking it twice and cutting it before you cut it once, you'll be all right.
Facts are you weren't welcome at your daddy's funeral. Or
what about that? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, it makes me feel however.
Why didn't you go to your mommy's wedding a couple weeks ago?
How'd you know I didn't?
I know you didn't.
What makes you think that?
Because I was there.
That's a lie.
Prove it.
You wasn't at my mom's. Nope.
Where'd she get married at, Ernie? Camp Blanton?
Well, you know that, don't you?
I do know that. I was there.
You're a liar. You wasn't at my mom's wedding. That's a lie.
Who you think walked her down the aisle, buddy?
Oh, ha, 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 ha. That's pretty good, ain't it?
That's pretty good, ain't it?
You think you're something, don't you? Tell us about that thing in your head there that's in your head or going to be in your head.
I can tell you what's in your head.
What's in my head?
Jimbo. All up in it. You can't think of nothing else.
No, I'm not the one that does the lives on you, dude. You're the one that makes the lives about me.
Hey, Michael Hunt, did you call the police lately?
What are you talking about, call the police?
Charges over that too, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no, of course you don't. You don't know nothing, do you, Ernie?
A phone call actually has to be made, right?
Oh, Lord. Yeah, a phone call on recording has to be made. You big on them recorded phone calls, just like that one with you and Amber, right?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I seen is what you put out there.
Questioned you on it. What'd you say to the defense? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember that.
So you don't know exactly if Sugar Pie Honey Bun came to you or not, right? Did she come to you and ask you what was going on? Well, help me out with that, Jimbo.
Did Sugar Pie Honey Bun come to me and ask me what was going on? No, she didn't.
She didn't.
She did not come to me and ask me what was going on. No.
Did she come to you and tell you something about Kemper?
She did, yeah.
Oh, she did?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm glad you're telling now. What was that exactly?
Well, tune in tomorrow night. Go over it in full detail.
So you're going to put her on there, right?
Put Sugar Pie on there?
Yeah.
I'm going to put her messages on there.
You're going to put her messages on there?
I want to.
Wow. So you're going to bring it out. You're going to break it out like old time, ain't you?
Break it out? Like you want your fucking mouth, do you know, right, Ernie?
You're going to break it out, huh?
Huh?
Well, at least it finally comes out. You know what I'm saying?
What's coming out? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I just wanted to know, and everybody else is wanting to know. There's a lot of people wanting to know, and now you said it's going to come out. At least you're going to have some. At least you're going to have some content tomorrow night.
No, yeah, we're going to have some content. It's going to be Ernie Shell first.
Oh, it's Ernie Shell first. It's always Ernie Shell.
Special for you tomorrow night.
Oh wow! I can't wait to hear your shit. Is it more of the case that you've already played 3 dozen times?
Maybe.
That's all you got, dude. Maybe. That's all you got.
Actually, we've got a former lover of yours coming on, Ernie.
Oh Lord, a former lover. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, ain't it though?
It is. I like that. How much did you have to pay them?
How much did I have to pay him?
Oh, him. Oh, it's a him. Oh, Lord.
Boy, on that got your mind racking now.
Oh, God. I'm telling you, I never known about a him. It's going to be something new.
Could it be Eric Rush? Which one?
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you, it's one of those two. Which one could it be?
Wow. They're all coming out in the woodworks now, ain't they?
No, just those two.
Just those two. Okay.
Which one?
I don't know. Who you paying to... Listen. I don't know about lovers, but who you paying to do that?
Paying?
Yeah. Who you paying to do that?
Where's all this money you think I got coming from?
Dude, I didn't say you got a lot of money, dude.
Well,
Never said that about it.
All this stuff.
Former lover. Everybody's going to be that. Everybody's going to blow up on that one, ain't they? You're going to have a good show tomorrow.
Between two people, Phil or Eric.
Phil or Eric. Well, none of them was my lovers, so.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you don't really call it love when it's, wham, bam, thank you, sir. But
well, I mean, come on, you can get better with that.
Can I?
Yeah. Give us a link. Look, you see what people in chat saying? This is funny as hell.
You tell the
this
truth.
Is hilarious.
Can I
tell you the truth? Look, dude, I have nothing to hide, man. I have nothing to hide at all.
All right, I don't want you to answer this with a question because you're a coward to answer. I want you to be.
Oh my God.
You going to be truthful?
What is it about? Tell me about it.
Why did you lie on the witness stand when the defense asked you about the special response team you had following John Paul Madden?
I don't even remember that question, tell you the truth.
Oh, well, I played it for you last night.
I don't watch your shit.
Go up and pull it up and show you right quick.
Well, pull it up there.
You get this look on your face and you start laughing like
Wait, when did you become a profiler? When did you become a profiler?
I don't remember that.
When did you become a professional profiler?
The whole trial you sit up there all smug and shit, except for that question.
Then when did you become a professional profiler? When did you become a professional profiler?
3 days ago.
You've been pretty good then, ain't you? You don't know what you're talking. You don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Documents and everything.
All your shit is watered down bullshit. All your shit's watered down bullshit. Did you know that Shelby said? Did you know that Shelby said you got him in touch with Chris Lewis and he stole a car from Chris Lewis and burned it for insurance purposes?
Well, why don't
Did you know that he's signing? Did you know that he's going to sign that? Did you know that? I heard about that. Is that true?
No.
Did you have your house burned? Really? Charlie Gray did it. Charlie Gray did it. Your cousin, right? Charlie Gray did it. Your cousin, right? Was the one that burnt your house. Ain't he the one that burnt your house, Charlie Gray?
Charlie Gray's not my cousin.
He's the one that burnt your house, though, you said, right?
He's not my cousin.
He's the one that burnt your house, though, right?
He attempted to burn my mother's house. Yes, he did.
Oh, he attempted to burn your mother's house, and you know that for a fact that he did that, right? Yeah, you did not hire him to do that, did you, Jimbo?
He admitted his crimes. Hire him to do what?
You was the one that told him.
Hire him to pay off a house that don't belong to me, you dumbass motherfucker.
Oh, well, you get triggered now. It did until the bank took it away from you.
No, it didn't belong to me. It never was going to belong to me.
You filed insurance on it, man. Afterwards, trying to collect on it, dude. So don't tell me. We got the paperwork.
You got what paperwork? I wasn't filed nothing. That was
I wasn't filed. That ain't even a complete sentence, Jimbo. You're getting stuck up, everybody.
That was my mother's house, son.
You tried to collect insurance on it, though.
No, I didn't try to collect shit.
You did. It said it found you at fault. That's why they denied it. They denied your claim, dude.
They denied my mother's claim, dude.
Well, it don't matter. That was you doing it. She never did do nothing. She never did do nothing. It was always you doing it.
It does matter, Ernie. It does actually matter a whole lot. See, that's what you claim people's character and you make shit up. But I
don't make shit up. It's the files is files. I mean, it's facts is facts. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I said, I just loll around.
Now listen. Now you want to start talking about
anytime. Did you know in Reed's Law, anytime somebody says "now listen," what it's getting ready to mean, it means usually they're going to come up with a story. Tell me about it.
I won't say it then, there, Ernie. I won't.
Well, no. Tell me about it. I want to hear it now that you said "now listen." I want to hear it. You're getting good.
Oh, you tell me then, Ernie. You tell me.
I don't know what it is. I want to hear what you said. You just want to say "now listen," so that means there's something important. In Reed's law, it says anytime someone says, now listen, that means there's something following. It's going to be important. I would love to hear what you're going to say.
Fucking mouth. Who is Reed?
Who is Reed?
Yeah. You're quoting right?
Reed is the technique for interrogation.
I know.
Reed is a technique for interrogation. Well, that's pretty good, Dusty. I'm kind of proud of you for somebody that.
I'm kind of proud of you.
Somebody what?
I was named after. Tell me who that
is. Anyway, like I said, aggravated assault.
After dipshit.
All I come to say, aggravated assault with deadly weapon is that aggravated child abuse. Aggravated child abuse. You have to actually do something to a child. Sorry.
Over her now, Ernie.
I'm just saying, you actually have to do something to a child. So which was it, Dusty? Because you would have got attempted aggravated child abuse if you didn't do nothing. Aggravated child abuse, you actually did something to the child. So which one was it? I'm just asking.
Go back and listen to the beginning of the live, and you'll figure it out.
You don't listen.
Going and grabbing a knife and chasing the child just to put the fear of God, fear of God in the child without acting upon the response, without acting upon the crime. I'm sorry. That would have been it.
He wasn't a child. He was 19.
Oh, he was 19. Well, where did the aggravated child abuse come from?
Go back and listen to the beginning of the live.
Listen up.
That means you actually done something to a child.
No, I
because
didn't.
you got aggravated child abuse. Yes, child abuse means you hurt a child. Aggravated means it's with a weapon. You need to study your law a little bit.
Hey, Ernie.
No, I don't need to study the law.
What is
he dropped. I didn't touch anything. He dropped. Ernie. I had it ready to remove him just in case.
No, you ain't got to remove him. He's always going to drop. He's going to try to say something and run away because he don't want to answer nothing. He don't want to answer what is bail jumping and why he's not going to court. And anytime you ask him a question he don't want to answer, he'll go, "What do you mean? I don't know nothing about that." Just like you did when that defense attorney asked him on the witness stand about, did you say you had a special response team? And he got that shit-eating smile on his face like, "Oh, what do you mean? I never said that."
Yeah, and he told me that he had one of those, that he supposedly was going to be bringing them out, the Marshall Special Response Team. That's the word I was looking for. That he was supposed to be bringing them out to go meet the elderly couple to go out to the racetrack with.
Yeah, his special response teams and all his DEA work, he's so full of shit. Like, he's been called down by the feds many times. And listen, he wants to talk about this damn murder for hire phone call and all this. Like, I'm going to call the agent. Like, I've got his number in my phone. I've got the voicemail that he originally called and left for me. I'm going to call him. Not tomorrow, not today, because it's the weekend and it's holiday weekend. Tuesday morning, I'm going to call him, and I'm going to go see him. And I'm going to show him right there where Ernie was sitting there invoking his name, trying to say that the agent told him to press it. Okay. That ain't how it works, Ernie. You don't, if somebody actually is in danger for murder for hire, you don't, there's no, well, do you want to press charges? No, son. That's a federal effing crime.
Yeah, you get arrested right then and there.
Yeah.
Anybody that is plotting a murder for hire.
Yeah.
And the conspiracies that are with them as well.
Mm-hmm. And just like the other day when he called up and acted like he was on the phone with Laurel County Sheriff's Office, I walked right into the sheriff's office.
Yep, I saw it.
Yep. I went right straight to the FBI field office, took my lawyer with me, but we went in there. We sat down with the agent. I got to not say his name, because I don't want to catch a charge over a skirting dog. But you know, we walked in there and I handed him my phone. I said, "Do what you got to do. Anything you need, look through it. Any of my devices, my Apple ID, my Apple ID password, whatever you need, take it." And he wrote all that stuff down. And you know, before we left there, he assured me and my attorney that this was a bunch of horse shit between friends and it was over. And I haven't heard a word from him since, other than when he put me in touch with an agent from Knoxville who wanted to contact me about Ernie. and Ernie's shenanigans involving January 6th and Summer Wells.
Yeah, see, in January 6th, I was out of the picture then because I dropped out of the picture in late November.
Yeah. But those are facts. FBI is or has investigated you, Ern. I can't wait till he's caught somewhere. What's going to happen is he's going to keep on keeping on. He's close now, and he's going to head down that highway on his little little kitty cat run down the highway.
Mm-hmm.
And next time he gets picked up,
he's going to get handcuffs.
Yeah, he's going to get those cuffs. And I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it's on our channel. The actual video of him having the warrant issued for him.
Yeah, I saw that. She confirmed 2 warrants, one in New York and one in Kentucky, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, when the judge issued the warrant.
Oh, no, I didn't see that one, but I saw the one when you went up there the other day.
Yeah.
Where he said that. I guess, I don't know, I came in late, but he was talking to the lady.
Yeah. But the judge actually issued him warrants, or issued a warrant that day on January the 12th. And anyway.
Thank you, Erica.
When she issued that warrant, no bond. No bond. So when he's arrested, he ain't getting out of jail.
No.
Because he's already, even if they set him a bond, he ain't going to be able to afford it. Because he's done failed to appear twice in Kentucky.
He's considered a flight risk.
And has bail jumping charges now as well.
Uh-huh.
So when he goes to jail, he ain't getting out till his prison sentence is over.
Nope.
He will go to court while in custody. He will get sentenced while in custody, and he will serve his time
while in custody.
Yeah. Then he'll get out of jail.
I mean, I wonder what he's going to do if he sits beside his brother Shelby. I wonder what's going to happen if he and Shelby are put together in the same cell.
Yeah. And
that's probably why he's afraid and don't want to get caught.
Yeah. As far as all these other accusations, yeah, they looked up. I didn't even know all that stuff existed with the State Farm stuff. But I remember going down there and talking to them, and they asked me for my Apple ID stuff that day, and I offered it to them too, and because they can track your phone and where it's been, and your maps or whatever. They can everywhere your phone's been. If it's an iPhone, they can tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway, they did deny my mom's claim because it was arson. This dude that's he's not my cousin. He's the father of my cousin's baby. But anyway, he's in prison for robbing a bunch of stores. He's got more prison time than Shelby does. And he never killed nobody. Make sense.
Wow.
Like, he's while he was in prison, he admitted to what he did. And it is what it is, but I don't think he ever was charged with anything, but I guess they're figuring, if he's got a life sentence anyway, that, or I don't know if it's life or 20 years, 25 years, I think they consider that life. But anyway, but Ernie wants to bring that up like, oh yeah, but all that stuff was still, that fire was in 2000 and I want to say 11 or 12, somewhere back in there. But Ernie's lived with me many times since then, and boy, he never said nothing about it then.
No, because he's just looking to take pot shots at you.
Mm-hmm.
Bring you down even more.
Yeah.
Something small, and like he's doing with me right now. Let me tell you about Dusty. Ain't really nothing you can tell about me, because usually everything that's put up on the internet is from people who talk smack. Now, if you want to pull my records, I have no problem with you pulling my records. Like I said last night, and I told you, I'm a very transparent person. And at the beginning of my life, there's a reason why I took what I took.
Yeah.
The aggravated felony child abuse charge, I took it for a reason. But I didn't hurt my child. I ended up raising my children.
Yeah. Well, Ernie wants to try to put somebody's character in question, and that's hilarious coming from Ernie.
Exactly.
The lady that Shelby was married to when he committed that murder, those crimes, the arson of Ronnie King's house, the armed robbery, the murder, all that stuff. The lady he was married to was Ernie's ex. Like, Ernie hooked them up. How weird is that?
Let's keep it in the family.
Yeah. And when Shelby got out of prison and he was released to his sister Amber's house, he was like, Shelby was at Walmart and hooked up with this random woman and started up a relationship and didn't even realize that was Ernie's wife. A different one. This ain't the same woman. So Shelby and Ernie share women or have shared women. It's just disgusting. That whole family is a bunch of disgusting, murderous creeps. And then Ernie wants to sit and try to talk trash about somebody's character.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you raised your children.
Yeah.
Ernie's son just graduated from high school, and his father, during his entire high school career, never once saw him do any of his marching band competitions, anything.
That's sad.
Terribly sad.
That is sad. I mean, at least, I take time and responsibility to go see my children when they've got something going on at school, even if they're at that age where, oh, mom, gross, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you just hide out in the back, but you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Or, some kids are just that way. But you're there. I watched 4 of my kids graduate.
Yeah.
One of them passed away before he graduated, and I've got one more to go to graduate. She's on her way. But I watched all my kids walk that stage.
Yeah. And, that's something that Ernie's never going to see. He missed his opportunity.
He missed it.
And why? Because he's on the run from the law. You ask him about it. What are you talking about?
Well, I did. He just asked, that's exactly. He said, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Don't you have warrants in Kentucky and New York?" And totally deflected. Just totally deflected. I already know he's got them. Just turn yourself in, be done with it, and let the system work. Because the more you go in, when you take responsibility of your actions and stop deflecting, guess what? You're going to go in, you're going to go to jail, you're going to do your time, you're going to come out, you're going to be a better person. You can choose to be a better person, but your time is done.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. I think it was theft, but the more he's on the run is the longer he is keeping this going and the more charges he is racking up along the way. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets more time than his own brother with the rate that he is going.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he may get or Shelby may, by the time they catch him, may be out before Ernie gets out for sure. But they won't end up in the same prison together. That won't. They won't. It's good to put that thought in Ernie's mind and make him a little more fearful of something else in his life.
No, it's just planting a seed. Collect gold, plant a little seed.
Yeah. but he don't listen. The only thing he listens to is things he can use against you. Everything else, he don't hear it, right? According to him. What are you talking about? Anyway, Dusty, I'm gonna go back and finish playing my game with the boys. And
yeah, thank you for coming over and talking, and thanks for coming up with Ernie. I appreciate it.
No problem. And
push some buttons with him.
Yeah, and thank you to all the chat for having our back. And I know a lot of you may be new to Dusty's channel. I'm new to Dusty's channel, but I think
I just wanted to come up and speak my piece. I'm more a paranormal channel. I do more ghost hunting than I do anything. So
yeah,
that's right. A little bit new to me. I don't like getting into the drama, but I got one last thing for Ernie, and I guess this will be our exit song because I'm going to go ahead and get off of here too. So I'll just let it play through and say thanks to everybody. The song I'm going to dedicate it to Ernie.
Time for me to get set up for
shit. Hold on a minute.
Use this room as my office, but the desk is over here, and so
I'm gonna down and listen.
Oh no, not that one. It was supposed to be. You can't. There we go. That's the Ernie show. That's for Ernie.
There you go. Bad boy.
He wasn't going to get hinder. I'm sorry. But Jimbo, thank you for coming up, and I really appreciate it. And if you need me on panel again, you know where to find me at. Go enjoy your time with your kiddos.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye. And I want to thank everybody in chat. Thank you. I am, I'm a very strong person. And I try really hard. Thank you guys for listening and listening to my story, and hopefully it sort of hits Mama T a little bit where she decides to stay quiet. And Nicolina, I don't know who she is or what she is about, but she did put some vile stuff in my back chat. And no, I've never been arrested for incest. That was something that was put in my back chat. Just complete vile, disgusting, and gross. But anyways, Ernie, this is Mic Drop for you. The song here, that's for you, boo. Thank you, chat. Much love to you all. Thank you for coming in and spending some time with me. You guys have a good night. Relax. Enjoy your Memorial Day tomorrow. Remember all the fallen. I have a Marine, so remember all the fallen tomorrow. What they gave to us so we can have our freedoms that we have. You guys, 6 o'clock, so you guys all have a good night. Much love, hugs, and kisses. Good night.